Increasing youth participation is something that's really important.
Young people today are performing their own original material, songs that they've composed themselves.
Sir Ian McKellen came in to share his story and tell us the importance of equalities.
I held the One World Night to raise money for this school.
Well, there's constituency members and voluntary organisation members. So the constituency members cover areas of Scotland. So I represent East Lothian along with 2 other people. And as a convener, you're at the sort of the higher level of convener group, so you maintain the campaigns on a national scale as well as locally. We have what we call sittings, so 3 times a year in various parts of Scotland. I think the last one was near Glasgow, and it was again near Glasgow the one before that. It's mainly to get everyone in Scotland involved. Increasing youth participation is something that's really important. All the parties have acknowledged this, that the youth vote is very precious. Not enough young people are voting. Hopefully if we get the voting age down to 16, that'll draw interest into it. So I think I could hopefully get more young people involved into politics. Generally the image of politicians is liars, they cheat the system. So they think politics is a corrupt thing, there's no point in getting involved with it. Whereas if you do get involved, you can vote out these politicians, you can decide who you want to run the country. It kind of alarms me when people say, oh, I hate such and such, and you think, well, if you got more involved and you voted on this or you voted on that, they don't need to be in office. You can't criticise someone if you're not holding them to account, I think. If you can vote and you're not voting, it doesn't really bode well to start criticising everything when you could have had your say at the voting station.
The Bridge Centre is a community centre. There's approximately 38 different community groups that use the centre on a regular weekly basis. There's sporting activities, there's leisure activities, there's educational activities. In addition to the community centre, there's 2 specialist projects attached to the community centre. There's the motorcycle project and there's the music project. Both projects, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, work with young people with social, emotional and educational needs, working in partnership with councillor services. At the evenings and the weekends, the activities, the motorcycle and music project, are open access to the children and young people of Haddington. What you have here is a mixture of Bridge Centre workers and council workers working together with the same aims, objectives and goals. So we're hoping that when young people come on our specialist programmes, that they'll be able to work towards formally recognised educational qualifications with the SQA.
We had an Equalities Week at the school and Sir Ian McKellen came in to share his story and tell us the importance of equalities.
It had been published in our school newsletter and in the daily bulletin that gets sent to all pupils, but all we had been told was that we were getting a very special guest.
Everyone was really surprised and wanted to meet him and they couldn't wait until their assembly came.
The pupils didn't find out until he was brought into the assembly hall by Mrs Bartholomew, the head teacher, so they were very taken by surprise. He told us a bit about his acting career and how being gay affected him and how there's quite a lot of stories that have quite bad endings because of how people have reacted to homophobia. So I think it really made pupils think about the effects that negative comments can have on pupils and how they should treat everyone equally.
I was really surprised that he came in purely because no one expected it to be such a big celebrity, and it was really good to hear the story coming from someone that a lot of people knew rather than just somebody maybe from a community place, and everyone really listened and you could see the attention of the school was focused on him throughout the whole assembly. The head teacher was extremely impressed with all the younger pupils because they showed so much attention compared to all the other school assemblies.
A lot of classes were focused on Equalities Week, so we had a drama performance that acted upon homophobia and it was based all around it, and I think the performance that was done by the seniors in the school was very respected by everyone and Sir Ian McKellen was very impressed. Homophobia is such a big issue, it's not just in small schools, so I think it was very good to hear how it affects the outside world as well.
The good thing about him visiting the school was the way he communicated with the whole school community and the way he was able to tell his story for everyone to understand and know the meaning of what he felt.
There's a school in Thailand called CDC, and it's a school for Burmese refugees, and we found out about this school through a link at Campi through the old head teacher, and me and my family decided that we were going to go there in the summer, so I held the One World Night to raise money for this school. The One World Night was held in Musselburgh Grammar, and it had a variety of speakers and the school orchestra and the guitar group and entertainment. It was hosted by MP Fiona O'Donnell, and we raised a lot of money and it was a good success. We raised £360, but the event was free and it went on donations, so everyone was very generous, and we also had bacon and people put on donations for that, so it was great. After that, we took the money over to Thailand and we gave it to this woman called Dr. Cynthia, who runs this Burmese community in Thailand, and she sort of split it between the hospital and the school for the children, so it was really great to be able to give that to her. This year the One World Night is going to be held again, and it's going to be in April this year, so hopefully we'll be able to have as much success as we did with the last one.
We've been open just over about a year and a half now. It took about 6 months to build, which was all sort of voluntary basis. We had a skate park in East London called Fantasy Skate Park, and then used that as a business model to get what you've got here, because we've got the library and we've got the kids soft play, the skate park, and we've also got music rooms as well for bands to practice, so there's sort of something for everyone, I think.
Today's event is a partnership event between East Lothian Council, Community Learning and Development Service, the Haddington Bridge Centre Music Project, the Haddington Music Initiative, and Sound Events Haddington, which is a group of young people who have come together to try and get events like today happening more often in the county.
Really it was driven by young people, this whole event. It was their idea, and we've just kind of gently been there to support them through the process, hopefully, and it's very much it's a sort of safe, supportive learning environment for them.
Well, a lot of the skaters are very young, as you've seen, and a lot of them are in bands themselves, and it's just they don't really see any actual potential of what their band could be doing. So this is kind of to show them that there's a lot of really exciting events and stuff that they could be working towards.
They offer like band rehearsals and I think some lessons here, as well as on top of their skating, and it's become a bit of a community centre as well, I think, for North Berwick.